Hello, everybody, and welcome to another installment of the MRL Challenger Series here for Season 3 of this prestigious season. Now, one thing I do want to point out as we are about to run the timer is that we have some brand new names in here, but also one name you may not see here, but actually did qualify, but DNQ'd, is actually last season's champion, Xander, RS Meatwagon, going from season winner to DNQing out of the first race this season. It is bonkers here in the Challenger Series. Now, we have a couple brand new faces here to this series, and I can kind of point them on out right now. Camo Shot. We also have Rush Fan as well. Skuk making his return. Eric, Tay with Sauce. We also have Hamilton, Blakey T, and Liv Morgan Fan and B Schultz all up here in order to make their debut. And you can see just how many cars we have here. We have 20. Now, last season we did 16, but that is because of, well, certain cautions, I will say. But 20 here at Talladega. We have stages as well as some good old-fashioned super speedway racing. Now, with 20 cars, we're going to be potentially seeing a lot of lag. That has been the name of the game from yesterday's race and the Sportsman Series. Now, I do have Art Heron as my in-race reporter. Not so much, kind of. I have his stream up right now, so I'm going to be watching him, and you can see that Fire Slayer already making that big hard left, or sorry, the 10 hard left turn to get right behind the 11 though of Elite Precision, getting a little bit laggy. I don't know if that's just me or if that's just him, but it looks like it could be a little bit of both. So. Oh, no, sorry, that's always Eric, so I apologize about that. Looks like the 68 may be in trouble of losing the draft here so early. You can see the 07, though, getting way out of sorts, and there is a big lag spike going on. Looks like the 11 is trying to get out of the way, and yes, he is. Oh, big lag. Yeah, and that is going to cause a wreck right there. Yeah, that is lag warning 1. So we will give a warning on that. Alright, my bad. So the 11 has the first lag warning right there. So because of that, he is going to be, looks like dropping to the rear. That is just not what you want to see. But unfortunate from these guys, because now you can see that this front pack is really spread on out right here. So actually the biggest loser out of all of that was one of our new guys, B Schultz, is all the way out of the lead pack, but thankfully there's not that many laps in this stage, so he can actually close on in order to get some good stage points. However, we can actually see just how effective that the second pack is, because we're going to be seeing a big old draft. You can see that 19 of Skuk trying to lead his second pack up to the front. Will he go and make the pass on a 21? I'm not quite sure. We can see the 8 of Taylor Sauce right behind him. One of the final 4 contestants from last season, the 98 back here, trying to show what he's got. Looks like the 21 is also a little bit squirrely with, I think, lag. So we'll have to see on that. Like I said, that has just been the name of the game of lag. So we'll have to see how this is rocking and rolling so far. But, oh, big lag spike right there. I want to say that was the 20... Sorry, that was the 8, so I have to let them know on that. Of course, for super speedway racing, it sucks with everything that's happening here to try to get everything out of the way in terms of lag, because you can see that not everyone wants to just follow single file, but with lag, I mean, you kind of have to. It's just one of the dangers that you kind of put yourself in by doing that. So, I mean, it's one of those unfortunate things, but because of that, you know, you kind of just have to rock and roll with what you have. So it looks like it's a kind of like a four-car breakaway, honestly. The 44, that is still the leader. WRX Mike here in P2. He actually started P2. Remember, he dropped below to that bottom line here. The 16 of Elite, one of our Final Four contestants last season, back here in P3. And then you have, I'll say returning, but he is looking for a full-time run here. That is Terrell there in P4, and then Lil Chris there, and the 0 right behind. Looks like the 11 of Always Eric also is starting to lose touch, but that is because of the lag that he kind of put himself in. Looks like the 7 trying to make some moves up high right there. You have Sauce up here. Oh, the 7, because of that, yeah, gets way out of sorts. And the 22 going to go up high. I don't think that quite worked out for him. You can actually see the 7 of Liv Morgan Pan just go straight to the back of that. It looks like he'll get a little bit of shot from Camo right there, but yeah, that is definitely not quite sure what happened with the 7, but it looks like he just went high and just had nowhere to go. The 22 tried to go to the top side, but hit the wall and lost a lot of speed in the process. So to see how this is going to shake on out for these guys right here, because as soon as Heron crosses the start-finish line, we can actually kind of pinpoint and see how many laps there will be left in this stage. I know it's very short. Make that 6 laps to go as we are rocking and rolling right now. So definitely, these guys are trying to get as many positions as possible. I can almost guarantee at the same time they're going to be really conservative. They're probably going to go for stage points. So you're going to be looking at, let's see here, I think that's Bass there in P10. That's P4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, Bass is currently P10. So that number 18 Toyota Supra is the sole proprietor for GMI this race. Unfortunately, with Xander DNQing, very big storyline right there, mind you. He is now going to be the one to watch out and try to make this work for his team. The 19 of Scott goes to the outside. Looks like the 13 went underneath him, so that kind of shuffled things out. You can see that back of the pack really not going anywhere because of the 7's misfortunes. So you can see the big solid line right now. Not really a whole lot to talk about as we're coming to 4 left to go in this opening stage. The 8 of Taylor Sauce looking down low. Of course, you can't pass below the double yellow line. Of course, that is for sure something that you cannot do. So hopefully these guys know that. I mean, I don't know anyone that won't. But yeah, definitely, we can kind of talk about, since this is the first race, new faces and new numbers. Of course, this is the Xfinity Series now. The Challenger Series is a rotating door series. So last season was trucks. Now we're doing Xfinity this season. It's interesting to see what drivers and what numbers these guys picked. So you can see Mopower Cat, definitely one of those that decided to go with the 4s. His teammate back here, the 22 of Monster, as he is battling with the 19 of Scott. That is a hefty battle going on back there, so definitely the only places that are going side by side make that actually the 13 and the 21, but the 21 leaves him for dead right there, as we are now approaching 2 left to go in this stage. The 18 is getting a little bit antsy. Looks like the 98 is going to go with him, but not a whole lot to be done here, especially when the 8 gets crazy with the apron and boots the 18 out of the way. The 21, though, trying to get below the... sorry, I apologize. This is 3 to go right here. So with 2 to go this time around, you can see a lot of these guys try to make up some places here. The 18's been the most, I guess, quote-unquote, vocal out of everyone right here. But you can guarantee that everyone's going to be trying to go for the stage win, trying to go for points. You know it's going to be crazy here in the next 2 laps. It is coming to 2 laps to go in this opening stage. 44 Fire Slayer has led them all, has yet to find victory lane here, but coming from pole, that definitely sets him up really well. So congrats to him. That puts him in the clash for next season. However, We all want to see who is going to win the first race, especially the first stage of the first race of the season. And with only a lap and a half to go, I hate how the money line sign is going to block us a little bit of view. You can see a lot of these drivers start to build up a little bit of runs right here. The 10, the 16, the 99, I'm sure are all going to be working together. I'm sure the 0 as well is going to try to make something happen. But with one lap to go, it's all going to happen on this last lap. So what is the 44 going to do? You're going to be really starting to see the gaps being formed. You can see a little bit of it happening right there with the 0. He's starting to build up a run. The 44 is getting a little bit more defensive, so we're going to see who is going to try to make the passes here. The 9 of Long Live the Sauce being kind of just sitting behind the 0, but no one really wanted to make the moves yet. You can see the 13 trying to make something happen back there, but nothing from the front part of the pack. The 18 is going to try to make something happen as well, but he's really far back. In fact, he has to duck back down. I'm actually very surprised on how no one's really making a whole lot of moves. You can see the 16 really save up a run. The 10's just kind of following the 44 right now. However, you're going to be seeing the 16 really close on up. Will he go for the move? I'm sure he will. In fact, there he goes. He gets juked on out, though, by his teammate. It's going to be side by side at the line, but unfortunately, coming to the line, the 16 will come up short. The 44 will take the stage, and stage 1 is over. So, looks like Bassbuck was the first one outside of the stage point territory, so we'll have to see who did get in stage points. We definitely know for sure the 44 got the top spot there, so I'm sure everyone's going to be pumping up those pressures. They want to get as close to 60 as possible. Of course, the only opportunity for green flag pit stops will be in stage 3, so definitely as we are looking at... as we're looking at the stage 2 length, it's only going to be a 10-lap stage. So these guys are definitely going to be just going full throttle here. Because of that, we're going to be seeing who is going to be the top spot here. Looks like the 8 is going to be the first one off pit road. All right. So, looks like Fire Slayer with an excellent start is going to leap forward here. They're going to try to get below the 8, but you can see at a certain point now the bottom lane will start to kick in. Now you can see a little bit of strategy here. Looks like the 21 also took 2 tires, so interesting shot from him. The 8 though of Tay with Sauce definitely making a little bit of statement here. The 21 getting a little bit laggy. You can see how that's happening. The 99 is going to get down low, going to go and roll with the 21 here. Yeah, the 10 of WRX Mike just kind of rocking the bottom side, working with his brother right behind him. That is the 16 of Elite Precision. Then the 9 of Long Live the Sauce right behind him. But you can see that top side now getting abandoned. The 44 of Fire Slayer being absolutely left out to dry. The 22 of Monster up here with a little bit of strategy here in stage 2. Getting up here in order to shake up some things. Looks like the 44 is going to find a home right in front of the 0. Looks like the 18, the 98 are all going to be trying to get to the top side. Make that now just the 18 as the 98 finds himself in front of Sauce. The 18 trying to get down low. The 08 of Blakey T kind of having to let off the throttle, but he does make it stick, meaning the 13 and the 07 is currently the only driver still on the top side. Everyone getting low and slow right here. The 18 making the move to the top side. It's going to work for maybe about 2 cars. Oh, but the 9 gets out of line, and that will just hit the 18 up the road, and you can just see what's going to happen back here because it is a 3-wide mess. The 19 of Scuck, the 7 of Liv Morgan Fan getting a little bit loose, going down below. The 8 of Tay getting out of line. I'm very surprised by that. So he is going to be looking to just get back in line right here. That puts the 21 down below. It looks like a little bit of more mess happening back in the pack. Looks like the 61 was getting all out of sorts. The 18 as well, having a little bit of that to worry about as well. But yeah, the 8 is just sinking like a stone. Make that the 44 Fire Slayer. Where did he come from? Absolutely coming from the back of the pack and now finding a spot on the top side. Right behind him is Lil Chris, then Mike, and then Elite. You have side by side by side. The 21 is just not getting the help that he needs. Now, the 44 is clear. The 0 is close to being clear. That bottom side needs to be a little bit more in line because they are just getting beat by 4 cars versus everyone else. Now the 0 is clear. When will they drop down? I'm sure they're going to be rocking and rolling for a little bit more. Because you can see that that 21 is not getting the support he needs. That top side is absolutely just chongling right now. So, because of that, looks like now the 0 is going to try to get below the 44, and will have to give up that endeavor. And now the 16 is currently the only one. I'll make that the 10 now as the 21 fights back in order to get back with the lead pack. Now, a little bit of confusion happening. I'm not quite sure what the 11 is doing down below like that. But looks like he is going to be trying to get back in line. The 16 coming back on up, still not clear. That 21 is still there. So you can see that front pack start to move on up to give him a little bit more draft. That 21 is still there. That 22 right behind, though, his numerical brother, as the 08 gets a little bit snappy back there. And now, as you can see, everyone gets clear. They're going to go low, leaving the 22 out to dry. That puts UK, looks like he's going to be 6th in line. Make that 7th in line, I apologize. With Cyber right behind the 1. We haven't talked about Cyber much today. But he is indeed in this race, the 21 with Hamilton. What the heck happened here? Oh my goodness. Big out of sort right there. The 22 getting really out of sorts as well. Everyone, I don't know if that was lag or if that was something else, because that was crazy from these guys. Crossovers happening all over the place. 20 cars out on track. It is not much for a lot of these guys to do. Looks like the 8 of Tay making a pit stop. I'm not quite sure why. I could be mistaken, but he will be the only car 1 lap down, so that means that he'll basically just come back around and he'll be absolutely A-okay. But yeah, unfortunate for the 22, he's going to be just outside of the draft. He should be able to pull right back up, but it'll be damn close. The 1, though, trying to make something happen on with his teammate right behind him. And you have the 68 as well of Camo Shot. He's actually brand new to the league as well. First race with us. Welcome, Camo. 61 getting all out of sorts. 4 laps to go in this stage 2. Of course, this is not the end-all, be-all for this race. We still have 1 more stage to go after. But we will have points to be awarded after this, and currently the 0 leads the way with the 44 right behind, so Fireslayer having a great opportunity to get some good stage points here. The 1 and the 98 have been steadily moving forward as well. The 68 trying to act as the buffer between them and the 16, who is right behind him. Right behind him is a teammate in the 11 of Always Eric. He did have a little bit of lag issues before. It looks like that's been sorted out though, so that's good news for him. 3 laps to go in this stage. So definitely everyone's getting all sorted on out. You can see that the 9 and the 61 are about to lose the draft. It's going to be dang close to that, but we'll have to see how that's going to shake on out here. Ooh, as the 7 getting really low. I'm not sure if we're seeing something different. You can see just how tight it is right here. Everyone drafting off of each other. And you can see a big checkup happening here. And as everyone's running the bottom, you're going to, the farther back in pack that you're going to go, you're going to find more and more stack ups. And with 2 laps to go, coming around this time, you can probably see a little bit more battling in order to get in advanced positions. I can definitely expect the 11 and the 16 to be working to try to get past a little bit of the Mopawa guys that are splitting them. However, the 21, I don't know what he's going to go with. It looks like he was left out to dry by his cohorts in front of him. So we'll have to see how that's going to shake on out, because like I said, 2 laps to go in this stage. The 61 unfortunately has lost his main pack, but he will probably be fine, as there is only, like I said, now at this point, 1.5 laps to go. Monster, you can see, leads this back half, but we're going to be pointing our eyes to... oh! The 68 spins! Is that going to be our caution that will end the stage? I am not sure what caused that, but The 68 is all out of sorts. That may be our first caution of the race, maybe. And there it is, ending the stage prematurely. And looks like the 0 will take the stage. I am not sure what happened there. Maybe it was lag, or if it was something as... Oh, yeah, definitely it was lag. You can see... because I'm seeing it from Heron's perspective. He is currently sideways right now. So, yeah, definitely it was lag by the 19. So, that would explain that. All right, there we go. So as we go into stage 3, looks like the 0 will more than likely lead us to the stage here. Everyone should be taking 4 tires here, because more often than not, you're going to be looking at either taking 2 or maybe even none for this upcoming stage here. But looks like we're going to be trying to at least go the distance here. You can probably see a lot more drivers start to save than not here, because as Heron will go past the line, how many laps will there be in this stage? It's going to be 30. So definitely, the most you can save is 22 here. So there will be 8 laps solidly that you will see a green flag stop for a lot of these drivers. The 9 getting... Ooh, just in front of their big checkup for the bottom lane as the 08 gets out of lane, and that is going to be a big checkup. He's got to get up to speed because he is going to be dropping to the rear. The 08 and 6, the 8 getting a little bit of tap just for good measure. But you can see if he gets down low, he should be fine. So the 08 will be absolutely A-okay. The 98 has moved forward. Same thing with the 1 of Cyber. That is Mo Power definitely moving forward. What happened to PMR? I'm not quite sure. Looks like they got shuffled on out. But they are in line. They have found each other. Looks like the 0 leading the way there on the bottom side. So you can see a little bit more shuffling back, going back in the pack. Everyone trying to get to the bottom. Ooh, some chopping the nose right there. Looks like the 13 has been at the mercy of that. The 8 as well, trying to get past as well. The 68 still being the odd one out. These guys need to get it sorted on out quick, sooner rather than later, because they are going to be, well, possibly without a drafting partner. So definitely the 22. Ooh, my goodness, that is the... I'm not sure what's happening with the 8 and the 19, because now that... Oh, that unfortunately impacts the 18 back there, because they were absolutely going at it like a bunch of, I don't know, NASCAR drivers. So that is going to actually break the field into 2 right here. So very unfortunate for the 18 that got caught up in whatever the 8 and the 19 were doing. 22 trying to make the pass on the 61 back here. He is the only one that is side by side. Now keep in mind, this is a bit of a fuel mileage race at this point. These guys are just going to be logging laps, trying to save as much fuel. We're not going to be seeing a whole lot of passing at this point. Never mind, as soon as I say it, the 0 tries to make that topside work. The 9 getting way out of line. He's going to try to go 3. Yeah, no, he is. He is going to go 3. Putting the 7 all out of line, and this could get ugly here, ladies and gentlemen. Looks like the 16 getting all out of sorts, because look how close it is up here. Oh, we're seeing wall action. But the top side still makes it work, as the 1 versus the 98. The 98 trying to side draft. Unfortunately, it did not work on out for the bottom side. And now you can see that is going to be 3v3, as looks like that is being led by the 44 Fire Slayer, getting their way back to the front of the pack. Look at that. The 1 trying to get the side draft on. The money line, of course, blocking a lot of important views. Look how much side draft it is, as the 16 gets a little bit of bumper action. That's going to put the 1 all out of sorts. And oh, we're seeing some... Looks like I think that was the 07 getting walled right there. The 1's going to try to get back into it. The 98 still trying to side draft him. And there we go. Very aggressive moves. And as soon as I said that, we're not going to be seeing a whole lot of passing. We go and see a whole lot of passing. So because of that, you can see that we have a because we have a bit of a separation here, so but it's actually going to be quickly sorted back out here. Looks like the 98 trying to thought about making the move there on the 11, but you're going to see a big checkup right here from everyone in front. The one, unfortunately, getting the short end of the stick right there, going to drop him all the way back outside the top 10. In fact, I think that is P11 for him. So he is trying to make his way forward. Not quite sure what happened with him in the 16, but he unfortunately got hit from the side. He saved it, but that did put him to the back of this pack. So that's first, second, third, fourth, fifth. Yeah, that puts him in P11 currently as we are speaking. All right, now I think we're not going to be seeing a whole lot of passing. The 44 is currently the leader with the 0 of Lil Chris there in P2. The 9, oh, never mind. The 9's going to try to make something happen. I think he's not going to find a whole lot of luck. I don't think a whole lot of people are going to go with him. But you can see that definitely there is pace in that 9, but not everyone wants to make that move quite yet. So, but excellent move by the 9. He kind of separates the PMR train a little bit. So he is now in front of the 11. As we see someone go, the 68 looks like getting there on the apron. He's going to come back on up, and ooh, that 18 being a little bit heads up driving right there, and that is going to be for P15 for him. Going to get on out of the way. Unfortunately for a lot of these guys, 22 Monster just kind of being in the back of the Hornet's nest with everyone trying to battle for position. They just need to start getting a single file line right now. So that puts Bass into P15. So that puts Scuck here in P13. Puts Schultz, B. Schultz in P12. And like I said, Cyber in P11. So keep in mind, we still have another pit stop to go here, ladies and gentlemen. So a lot of these drivers are going to be still going for broke. So a lot of these guys are saving fuel. So definitely the 9 of Sauce is definitely doing that. I know for sure. I'm sure the 11 is trying to make that happen. Maybe these guys are as well if they can actually get it organized, honestly. Try to make something happen. The 07 went down low. He thought he was there, but unfortunately he wasn't. But no, the 68 wants to battle. Honestly, at this point, I would just say try to try to just fall in line. I mean, I don't know. Gonna pull away from that because I don't understand the thought processes for some people. Anyway. The 44 leads the way. If we actually this 98 Rex! The 98 UK Rex! I'm not sure what happened right there, but the 98 of UK is going to... Oh my goodness, and what the heck happened here? Well, there goes the fuel strategy, because now everyone can make it to the end. Well, barring a little bit of fuel save. They will have to save 2 laps. But definitely, I pulled away. I was trying to get on board with the 98, but I wasn't fast enough right there. But unfortunately, that does create our second caution of the race. And I'm not sure what happened, but the 98 spun. Now he's going to be back in this Hornet's nest back here. So that's going to be putting him in P... I'm having him in P... 20 right now, so definitely. Well, unfortunately, getting loose from the air is unfortunately not a thing in this game. It may have been lag. That's probably what it was. But unfortunately, I don't have a clip of that. So with 19 to go here in this stage, there is going to be a little bit of fuel strategy here. A lot of these guys are going to have to save a little bit of fuel in order to make this work. Now, there will be some that are just going to go for broke, and there is going to be some that will just say screw it. I'm going to go for the fuel strat. If you're in the back right now, kind of like what's happening, this is exactly why you don't want to see what's happening. Just the 68 gets clobbered. Holy God, he is going to go all the way to the back right there in all of that confusion. The 68 is the one that's going to get the main bulk of the damage. Where is he at? Oh my God, there he is. finally gets it back up and running, but unfortunately, Camo Shot is going to be out of the running for this race if we stay green. But yeah, just on that opening stint of the laps, I mean, you can just see how insane it is to think. I mean, people are just going for broke. I mean, the 99 trying to make a little bit something happen up there. Unfortunately, nothing can be done as the 19 gets way out of sorts. The 99 is going to get cut out of the way, and he's going to drop to the rear. The 61 is going to go to the outside, splits the gap right there. Another big stack up right here. The 8 is just ramming the 18 right there, and he's going to be, oh my god, and we see another stack up. What is happening here? If you're on the outside, you are loving this as the 22 is just moving forward right now. If I'm following Bass right now, I would want to get to the top side right now because everyone is trying to save. Yeah, exactly. There we go. You got it. Try to get to the top side. Just run it all the way up because everyone is starting to save. That 22 is going full throttle, and he is making it work all by himself. In fact, there he goes. All the way up and around to the lead goes the 22. The 8 is going to try to follow. And now we have a race on our hands, ladies and gentlemen. The 22 will go down low. The 8 is going to try to get forward. The 22 Monster is going to leave the 8 out to dry. And now you can see the 18 does go below right behind the 0 of Lil Chris. Side-by-side action right here. And that changes everything. How long will these stay side by side? We won't know because they're going to go 3 wide as the 10 is going to rock and roll with the 19. Now, keep in mind, the 19, we have a lag warning for, so if I'm seeing these messages, I don't want to be behind anyone that's lagging. So we're seeing the 19, we're seeing the 7 as well as the 21 as well. The 22 goes to the big block to the outside, makes it work though, as he holds that momentum. In fact, he's just going to go strong. The 10 is going to go in front of the 44 there. I'm trying to see how everyone else is faring back here, as everyone is now just trying to go. In fact, there's that 21 lag that I was talking about. Interesting strats. It's hard to keep up, ladies and gentlemen. I apologize for that. But yeah, definitely it is, the aim of the game here for some is to just go for broke. They're anticipating a caution. If they get a caution, they don't have to save. I mean, plain and simple. Easy as that. But there are people that are imagining that this is going to go green, and people are starting to save. Now, you're going to be seeing a lot of people go for the bottom. In fact, you can see the 07 being kicked out of line by the 13. And that's going to put him 3 wide. The 8 of Tay is going to go for that hole right there in the middle and definitely makes it work. And now you can see the 07 is going to go for that hole left by Tay. Now we have the 16 Elite Precision all the way back in this pack. I think he is... Oh, shoot. I think he's... P13 right now? P13? The 99 of Terrell's going to try to go forward, but no, I think he wants to go behind. The 9 of Long Live the Sauce is going to try to fill that hole, as I heard a little bit of contact. I think that was a bit of a checkup going to the tri-oval. Look what's happening up here, ladies and gentlemen. The 22 and the 19, these two are just not caring that this may go green. They are just saying, you know what, screw it. I'm going to go with the distance. If a caution comes out, it does. If not, who cares? So they are going to go for broke here. They are banking on a caution, and these two are the leaders. They're first and second right now. But for all intents and purposes, we have the real battle for the lead, which is, I mean, if we go green, of course, is the 1 of Cyber, the 10 of WRX Mike, and the 44 of Fire Slayer. That is P1, 2, 3. If we go green, the 22 and 19 will not be able to save their entire tank by going that distance. Look how far they are right there. That is insane. The 8 and the 13 are looks like trying to do the same thing, but 2v the rest of the field is not working on out for these guys. So it's interesting to see how all of this is shaking on out for the entire field here. Very interesting. Unfortunately, the 68 is still by his... Oh, no. Heck of a debut for Camo Shot. The 8, though... this is interesting. If the 8 and the 13 Get on. Oh my goodness! And the 8 automatically leaves the 13 out to dry. And I'm sure if I'm the 1, I'm just like, hey, you know what, guys, go past me. You know, lead us to victory. Go ahead, man. Have at it, because that allows me to have another person in front of me in order to save fuel. You are banking that this race will go green. So you know what? Yeah, go ahead, lead the way. What's the worst that can happen? And it looks like the 1 is going to do that. Meanwhile, the 22 and the 19 are absolutely just gone. They checked on out. Tandem drafting at its finest. I guess that is what we're seeing here. Now you can see a little bit of pockets of gapping being formed right here. You have, well, the main one is behind the 07, who is currently in P11, so to kind of give a little bit of whereabouts on where they are. But you can just see where everyone's starting to save fuel. Look how this line is getting progressively longer and more spread out. Looks like the 8 and the 13 are on the same mentality of, there's going to be a caution, so might as well just go for broke. Or maybe they already saved the amount of fuel. I'm not quite sure. The 22 and the 19, it looks like, are battling for some odd reason. The 10 is working with the 1, so these guys are trying to save the 2 extra laps, and I'm sure as soon as they're good saving, they're going to full throttle it. The 08 back here, though, is the one that's probably doing the most saving. That is right behind Mopower Cat. So the 08, I should probably go on board. I'll go back on board with this pack right here. You can see him right in front with the 98 of his teammate right behind. That is Blakey T and Mopower Cat with Elite Precision. That is P11, or sorry, P12, 13, and 14 right there. So interesting developments here, because the people I just listed, 2 of them were in our Final 4. All of our Final 4 from last season have had very ups and down days. The only other driver that is actually having a relatively decent day, I don't know on his points whereabouts, is Cyber. So, because of that, I'm actually very interested to see how everyone shakes on out for this. Looks like 10 to go, I do believe. This time it's either 10 or 11. I'll have to see it next time they go around, because unfortunately I missed it as Heron already passed the line. The 13 and the 8 are battling for some odd reason. You can see the 8 is blocking that advance from the 13. Meanwhile, everyone else is playing the fuel strat game and trying to go the distance. So let's go on board with our leader for a hot second. The 22, a monster, getting his first pole in his MRL career last night in the Sportsman Series. And now here he is in the Challenger Series, going for broke here, and hoping that there's a caution. That's what he is banking on right now, is hoping that there's a yellow. You can see how he is just trying to sidewind the 19 of Skuck right here, and it's currently working. As we cross the line, it is 9 to go this time, so let's go on board with the 1 again. Actually, no, let's go on board with the 18 for a hot second. So I'm going to take a hot break just real quick, and I will be right back. And it looks like I've come back just in time, because look at this development here, ladies and gentlemen. With 7 laps to go in this race, we have the topside forming. It looks like these guys are the ones that have saved as the 7 gets out of line and almost into the topside there for a hot second. We are seeing a lot of this unfolding. Looks like these guys have already saved the amount of fuel, and they have linked up. The 10 is the leader, and now the 44 and the 0 are the next ones in the pack. The 7 jumps in front of the 21. 7 laps to go at this very moment. The 11 trying to go to the outside, but the line now shifts to the bottom. That leaves the 11 all by himself. Now the 18 is going to try to get in front. No, he cannot. The door slams shut. So The 68 is still unfortunate by himself. Unfortunate from him. But we have the 10, currently the leader of those that can make it the rest of the way, the ones that did save the 2 laps of fuel. But the leaders are gone. The 8, the 13. Let's just pause it just for a hot second that they can actually make it. What if there is a caution? What if 6 laps to go this time? Heron's having a hell of a race right here in P8, so he's actually having an excellent job here. The 10 and the 44. The 44 has by far the most laps led, the most stage points, and already a playoff point, as he is looking mighty strong to 0. Going to the top side. I wonder if that's to save a little bit of fuel. I'm not quite sure. The 9's going to... Oh, I see what's happening here. They're trying to get the 9 out of line here. The 07 is going to be the one, unfortunately, that's going to be at the risk of that. But a little bit of the Dale line forming right here. The 9, hitting the 07 out of the way, and that may cause a bit of a kerfuffle. Unfortunately, the 07 not getting any room right there. Thankfully, though, he's still in this lead pack. The 9, though, oh my god. I saw that just in time. The 9 getting really aggressive, much like Noah Gragson in real life. You can see him just having a heck of a time. We have the bots. We have an official race. All right, 6 laps to go here, ladies and gentlemen. The 8 and the 13, I have no idea what they're doing up there. They're just having a heck of a time by themselves. Looks like the 13 is going to get the pass done right there. That is for currently P3, but this pack is coming. So we're on board with the 18 here, trying to get something made with all of these guys. But actually, I should probably go on board with the 44 or the 10, just to see how these guys are going to be dealing with the other drivers here, the ones that cannot make it the rest of the way. Looks like that is going to be dispatching the 8 to the 13 also is probably going to be pretty clean. It's going to be the Dale line here. Everyone just rocking the top. No one wanting to particularly run with the bottom here. The 1, unfortunately, being the only one that's trapped. Now you can see it's going to be a mad dash to get back to the bottom. The 22 and the 19 signaling the pit right there. I don't know if the 19, if he was just following him. I mean, you'd have to expect that is a signal to pit. So these guys are definitely going to be coming on down this time. At least the 22 is. Oh, no, okay, I guess not. I saw them go so low. I thought they were signaling the pit, but I guess not. Now the 10, the 44. Ooh, it looks like the 18 gets kicked out of line there for a hot second. The 8 and the 13. It's going to be a little bit too little too late. There's no way they can save the amount of laps needed. But definitely having a good race right here. But if they were just able to get in line a little bit sooner, they could have made something work. The 22 and the 19 are not going to be able to make it the rest of the way as well. So it looks like they're going to be just running the top. At least the 19 is just kind of giving the preferred lane to the bottom. So that's probably exactly where everyone else wants to be. 19 is going to try to probably... Nope, I thought he was going to try to get the hole right there behind the 18. Oh, big moves by... Oh, my goodness. What is happening here? The 22 battling for position. He is going to block the 10, and that's going to allow the 18. Oh, my goodness. What is happening here? The 18 and the 13 are going to be working with one another. Now the 9. Oh, the 1 gets tagged by the 8 right there. The 22 is now going to be battling. Oh, he's blocking. He is blocking the upcoming fast guys right here. What's going to happen here? Because he will have to pit. There it is. He is pitting this time, so that is going to have to give the 10 the top. Now that is going to give the 18 of Bass a little bit of draft right here. What is the 18 going to do? He's going to, rock down low. Now the 9 is going to be right behind the 18. Now this top side has to be rolling. They have to be tight, but there's only 3 of them. There's only 3 of them on top. That is not nearly enough. Coming around this time, I think... Oh, my goodness me. Big... it looks like I think the 22 may be out of fuel. He tried to run it in its course, but we'll have to see. I think it's maybe 2 laps to go. The 18 rockets to the front. Oh my goodness, I missed it. I was looking behind. It is the white flag. It is the white flag. We have the 18. The 10 is trying to get something to happen with the 18 here. There's going to be mad blocking. The 9, the 18, the 10 is going to look down low, up high, nowhere to go. Here comes the 9, a little bit of touch by the 9. The 0 is going to be trying to push the 10. The 18 is going to be pushing all the way to the top. The 10 will have a clear run. Will he go high? He has to block. The 18 is going to go up high, fake down low, but a little bit of touch. And just like that, that is all that is going to matter. And the 18, of all places, is going to take the checkered flag. Wow. I did not see that one coming. Holy smokes. That was insane. And unfortunately, I'm seeing Heron's POV right here. He is all out of fuel. He is trying to make it across the line all the way to the checkered flag. Mean blocking by the 18, but was able to get it done. That's how he had to do it. Holy God. Looks like the 16 is still... Nope. Oh, no, he is finished. The 07's trying to get around, trying to make it to the end of, to the line by the timer, and I don't think he'll be able to get there to the line. Oh, just missed it. Wow, what a performance, what an opening race that was. Looks like our top 3 is going to be Bass, WRX Mikes, and Sauce, with UK getting P4 out of that. Holy smokes. The 7 of Lynn Morgan fan coming on down. Looks like he was trying to come on down right there, getting everything all done. Whoa. Wow. That was bonkers. So, a fastest lap goes to Camo Shot with in the 68. Hey, you know what? Unfortunately, he finished 20th. But he was able to get the fastest lap. So, excellent job there. Let's get our podium up in here because that was insane. So I apologize here, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get everything all set, and I'll be right back. All right, I apologize about that, ladies and gentlemen. Looks like we'll have to find someone else with the bottom half of the top 10 and where everyone finished there. Because we do have the top 10 currently with me. Bassbuck, WRX Mike, Sauce, they're P3, UK P4, Elite Precision P5, Chris P6, Always Eric P7, Fireslayer P8, Hamilton P9, Blakey T P10, and I think I'll have to go to a different stream in order to get the remaining part of the top 10. Give me one hot second. I will go see if I can find that just real quick. Apologies about this, ladies and gentlemen. Nope. All right, no one there got the bottom half of the top 10. All right. No one got results. All right, perfect. Wonderful. Um, Awesome. Hopefully, someone got results. So I guess we'll have to find out who finished 11th and below here in a little bit, but unfortunately, we'll have to wait on that. So usually I go over who finished where, but well, I have to wait. But yeah, what a race, guys. We'll have to wait on Sauce. I don't know if he's going to be joining us tonight, but definitely we have a lot to talk about. Brand new winner in a brand new season. Oh, there he is. Speaking of, definitely a lot of things to talk about here. Fuel strategy, pace overall. It looks like friends were where you make them, and a little bit of just plain old positioning was needed. So, holy goodness. So let's talk about. Let's go over to Noah Gragson first. Sauce, you got a copy with me?
Yes.
All right, and Sauce. So you have won in the sportsman side of things before, and you get your podium in Challenger Series in the Xfinity side in the very first race. I know it's Talladega, but a podium is awesome to see. How was the race from your POV?
It was interesting to say the least. There was a lot of checkups, a lot of fuel saving, a lot of teammates letting each other in. I get it. That's just how super speedways are. And I thought it was a spectacle. Almost pulled it out there at the end. I thought maybe on the high line could get something going. And I don't know what happened there at the start finish line, but I'm pretty sure that's the reason why I got a podium. So that's unfortunate to whoever was going to get that.
Well, yeah, definitely. I saw the 19 just kind of stop. I'm not quite sure what happened there. We kind of saw something similar like that all the way back in season zero in the Saturday Cup Series. Something like that happened. Of course, it's probably something that will need to be investigated, but of course, you should always have at least the common courtesy of like, yeah, you're out of the race, but don't just stop. Seriously. This is not a public lobby. But no, Sauce. We have seen you, like I said, win before, and at Talladega here, especially in that number 9. You had a great showing last season at the plate tracks. And also a very sturdy playoff appearance. In fact, everyone in, well, I'm sorry, apart from Mike, I would say everyone in this podium made the playoffs last season. Obviously, this is probably going to go without saying. Are you going to try to go for a playoff appearance again?
We'll see how it shakes out. We'll see how it shakes out. I can't promise anything.
All right, well,
If
there
I'm
we
there
go.
at the end, I'm there at the end.
Yeah, well, we'll have to see. Oh my goodness. I'm sorry, I just saw the clip of the 19 just being popped up in the air. That was weird. But yeah, that was insane. But yeah, no, Sauce, congrats on the P3.
Yeah, I
Um,
think the last like 3 laps there was the best part of the race up until whatever the finish line was. And if I'm being honest,
well,
it was the only
like I
time I
said,
felt like we were really side by side going for it. I mean, people were saving in stage one, and I didn't understand it because we didn't have to pit. But
well, it's one of those
so be
things.
it.
I guess it's one of those
Good win
weird
to Bass, and I
occurrences.
appreciate you.
Um,
I
so
appreciate you, brother.
So now we
Keep on
go over
talking.
to P2. So before we get to Bass, we have to go. What number are you again? 10. You're Ross Chastain. All of you have the same, like, of the call it cars. WX Mike, you got a copy?
Yep.
All right, so it looks like it was going to be between you and the 18 there for a hot second. You tried to make the move, but of course, last lap, corner, well, not corner, it's a trioval. There was some blocking. Hey, you know what? That's all in good fun. You had the opportunity, but what would that win have meant to you at Talladega?
Get me into the damn chase playoffs. But
Well,
I'm not even mad. I'm not even mad at that. That's the least of my worries with Bass. Bass, congrats on the win. That's the least of my worries right now. Is where do I start? First of all, shout out to PMR and Little Chris team, man. We knew going into this race that we was gonna work together no matter what. And for the most part, it worked out perfectly. It's not until the third stage when, and I kind of wish he would have stayed, but we all got hooked up, and for some reason the 9 card he checked the hell out of everybody in the bottom line to let his teammates in. I guess he was working with Mo Power, and they got in front of us. So we was trying to. So that kind of pissed me off a little bit when he did that. So we all lined up and made a run to the top. Next thing you know, the 98, pretty much all the Mopower guys just started putting us to the wall. The 22, the 98, the 1, everybody. So I don't know what they got against us with that, but not for you to get into that. We was able to get the high line going. We ended up passing them, and we pretty much controlled the race until that caution came out. And sure enough, it's weird, but Mopower was the cause of that caution. So of course it came out. Everything was good. Of course we had to save fuel, and so our strategy was just to conserve fuel until we get to the end of the race. The 22, I don't know what Monster was thinking. He knew he didn't have enough fuel to make it, and he just decided to. First of all, he faked it 3 times like he was pitting. He came back out. Then on the backstretch, he dipped below the yellow line, and then pushed me up. Luckily, I had somebody who was behind me was nice enough to let me back in, and then he ran out of fuel. He stayed on the racing surface instead of going below the yellow. That kind of cost me the win, to be honest, because none against Bass, but they was going to pass us because we was just too strong. We were just too strong. But the 22 decided to play whatever he was playing, whatever kind of game he was playing, and it pretty much screwed us up out of a win. So all in all, it was a good race. PMR and I think it's WPS. I think that's Chris' team's name. We just went in there. We had a strategy. We knew what we wanted to do. We did it. It worked. We just came up one spot short of having a team or a team affiliate win.
Well, one spot short, but unfortunately, just that's all. That's all it was in the end was one spot short. I mean, I mean, that's a lot to take in. I'm sorry. You said a lot right there. I'm trying to remember all the
I'm
bullet
sorry.
points. I'm trying to remember all the bullet points, honestly. So
Sorry. That's my bad.
no, so because of that, I mean, obviously it's stuff like that. But I mean, that's Talladega, honestly. I mean, people have been way too aggressive, but we can. That's not a topic for right now. This is a podium celebration because we have a brand new winner. Mike, congrats on the P2. Um,
Thank you.
we should probably be asking Riley Herbst. That's who it is. We have. I mean, Bass. I'll be honest. You had terrible stage 1 and 2, like not getting any points at all in both stages, and then here you are winning the race. How'd you do it?
Oh my God, I won a race. I can't believe it. I don't know. I was in 19th the whole race. Had no buddies, had no friends. I had laggers in front of me, and I just got some spots with people playing field games and checking up, and I just kind of got lucky in that regard. But I can't believe it. I think my average finish on a play track is like 68th. So the fact that I'm on and that I'm here right now is amazing. I can't believe it. But yeah, man, I don't know. I think the 22 was I don't know.
Screwed us.
I mean, I guess, yeah. I mean, I appreciate it though.
I'm sorry. This your moment. I'm sorry. Go ahead. This your moment. I'm sorry.
Good. I won a race. I can't believe it. You know, it was amazing. I have no other words.
Well, we have. Well, I was hearing from you the entire time last season in the trucks, saying that all you need to just do is just get out of trucks and go into Xfinity, and you proved that by winning the first race in Xfinity. I mean, realistically, I mean, this is. I mean, do you think this is the start of something new, or what happened?
Well, I don't know. I like Xfinity cars more, but today was, it's a play track, and I just kind of chose, just kind of got through there. I don't know. The boys cleared a path for me, and I got to the lead, and just, that was awesome. That finish was just amazing. Had a hell of a view the whole race. Yeah, just awesome. Sucks Xander couldn't make the race. He had some kind of wheel issue, but man, that was awesome.
All right. Well, thank you. Well, guys, I think that's going to conclude our podium celebration here. Congrats, Bass. Not only does that put you in for the playoffs or for this upcoming season, you don't have to worry about that anymore. Anything that just all those worries that you had last season of potentially making it, maybe not, don't have to worry about it anymore. So congrats on that. We go to Homestead next week, so I know that is going to be another fun track. WX Mike, excellent job, P2, and then Sauce. I know he already backed out, but congrats on the P3. But yeah, excellent job, guys. We'll have to conclude it from there. That's going to complete our race week here, and we'll be back with with actually the Cup Series on Saturday. That is going to be back at the Charlotte Roval. So I know it's going to be a lot of fun for some and hell for others. So yeah, with that, we're going to close on out for the night. Congrats.